So, as you may have noticed, Warren has undergone a little bit of a wardrobe change. I ended up dying while trying to make my way back here to recover my tech scrap, and I ran into enough resistance when going through this gauntlet again that I decided to change my gear setup and see if that helped, and on this successful run through, I'd say it actually did. So I switched back to the Scarab armor set mainly for its set bonus, because it boosts the effect of Vital Boost implants, of which I have 2 or 3 equipped? 2. 2 of the V3s. And that results in me having double the health that I previously did, which makes the enemies so much less dangerous, since they're no longer one-shotting or two-shotting me as much. I've also replaced or brought back in the Aggression Amplifier V2, so now I restore 20% of my health for each execution kill. And they are easy to do since I have increased energy gain thanks to the Voltaic Dynamo. And then if I need healing outside of that, I have the V3 Vital Injection, which now ends up restoring the same proportion of health as it previously did, 80 out of 100, 160 out of 200. So basically this is similar to what I was using prior to trying out the Metavoltaic Injection, just with higher numbers, and those higher numbers have absolutely helped me with my survivability. So just look at my health bar. It's less than half filled, and that's at like a bit over 80. With my previous health bar, that would have been near full. That's how much of a huge health boost I've undergone. It also, again, brings up my complaint about the health bar being a little bit strange. Like, it increases in size, but the proportionality changes. Previously, where it would end at the stamina bar would be 100 HP. Actually, no, that's still the case. Basically, what I'm saying is, so where it ends at the stamina bar, that's 100. But then that section after that, that's smaller than the rest of the previous health bar, that's another 100, and that visually is just not immediately obvious, at least to me. I forget exactly what you'd call that. It's like not quite an exponential curve, something like that. But it's just a weird way of visually representing that. Anyway, made my way back here, and as it turns out, this is indeed a shortcut door. One that is moderately more useful, I guess. I wonder if I should kill some of the enemies over here. It might be worth trying to go for the execution kills to restore my HP, so I don't have to use an implant, but there's a lot of boys over there, so I feel like I'd be risking dying. They're much weaker than they used to be now that I'm stronger, but a group of them could still easily kill me, especially when I'm at under half health. So with that out of the way, let's continue on in this direction. Yeah, Builder Service Access. Let's see what this place is about. Oh yeah, weapon-wise too, I'm pretty much just using the Biomaster in the Firebug because, yeah, I tried out the Imperator and some other stuff, the one-handed weapons. Even the Vibro Cutter, despite being good early game, is just kind of shit now. Maybe that's just because I don't have much proficiency in it, but even when I used the Firebug with low proficiency, it was still pretty good, whereas the Vibro Cutter is just trash. It just does very poor damage in comparison to its attack speed and impactability. I hear something hissing. Is that just like general environmental noise, or is it an enemy about to approach? I'm very cautious. Let's see. Okay, I can go up or laterally. Let's go laterally / downward first. I feel like this would be what would unlock another shortcut, if anything. Alright, more bustable doors. This might lead to a support strut. Material Depot. Oh, yeah, I've been here before, I think. Let me see, do I recognize it? Oh, if you notice there in the bottom right, that guy just kind of popped in bit by bit. That looked amusing. Let's see, have I been here before? Because the name I recognize, but this... Oh, I'm right back at the beginning. Awesome, okay. And so that exolip that was right over here way back when, that's how I activate it. That's cool. Now this is an actually very useful shortcut. You know what I should do? So, when going through the stage, I noticed that the security guards are back, at least these ones. I don't know if the ones that were past where Arena initially was are back. But I guess this is basically your second chance to pick up the Gorgon set if you missed it the first time. So, I might as well take them on again and see if I can acquire their staff. Use that in place of the pre-order DLC one, if I feel like switching away from the Biomaster. Oh dear. Okay. Increasing my health with executions isn't exactly going to work if I end up losing it all while trying to fight the enemies. But yeah, look at how much of my health bar is restored. A pretty damn significant chunk. As long as there are humanoid enemies to get execution kills off from, I kind of have infinite health. Assuming also that I don't like screw anything up like I just did there. Yeah, that attack of theirs is still pretty nasty because, as far as I can tell, it's a guaranteed 2 hits for pretty significant damage. Like, if you get hit by the first, there's no way you can avoid the second. I've tried blocking, I've tried dodging. Nothing seems to work out. Thankfully, that doesn't matter much. I was gonna go rest at the medbay anyway, just to restore my health to full, but... Well, it also ruined my tech scrap multiplier, I guess, but that's not really all that big of a deal. Oh yeah, one downside to me not using the Gorgon stuff is now that the drone activation costs are sky high. That half reduction in cost that the Gorgon helmet gives you is really significant if you want to use these a lot. Especially with the gravity beam module, whatever that's called. Because that one has a really high cost. I didn't realize that before thanks to it being halved, but yeah. It's difficult to use a lot, but damn if it doesn't come in handy. Just come over here. Oh, come on, really? Okay. These guys are still tough. Good thing I have very powerful drugs. Oh, no, you come back here, jerk. I'm gonna try and get their staff. That's the only thing of theirs that I really need to acquire at this point. I'm pretty sure the Gorgon stuff just gives Mark II materials, so it's not really worth farming them for that. So I should only need to kill these ones and I'll be good? God though, they are still really difficult to deal with. It doesn't help that the more pokey moveset of the Biomaster is actually less good for this situation. Seriously, look at this. How am I supposed to attack these guys without taking damage myself? Really? Come on. Gotta attack his arm a bit more if I want that cut chance to be high. Okay, that works. And once it's one-on-one, I'm pretty confident in my ability to take them down. Let's go for the head, why not? Maybe I should have used counterattacks more, that probably would have helped me. It's hard though to find the time to safely do them when you're getting gangbanged by them like that. Like, look at that! And this is, again, with my doubled health. I'd have died to any of their previous attacks with my previous setup. I just feel that, like, they have slightly too high stats.
Take care.
For how easily they are to read as enemies. Like, it is really difficult to tell what they're actually going to do. And that's what you need to do in response, at least for me. They just don't have especially noticeable tells to their attacks. Oh yeah, one annoying thing, if you die, any pieces you cut off, they're gone. So if you manage to get one, well, too bad. That's what happened. That's why I wasn't able to get the Gorgon set on my initial file, because I actually managed to cut one of their pieces off, but I died before I could pick it up, so that was an incomplete set. Thankfully, that doesn't really matter here. So, while blocking against these guys is pretty nice, it's not something you can guaranteedly do, because they do have a few attacks that are unblockable. And if they do them, you're just gonna eat shit. Never mind the fact that they also do a lot of stamina damage. Alright, there we go. Got the cut. And I have my very own negotiator. So what are the core stats of that weapon? It's, yeah, low impact, medium attack speed, medium proficiency scaling. Not that great energy gain. So it's basically just the worst version of the pre-order staff. That thing is so crazy good, seriously. Like, it's not OP or anything, but it's just head and shoulders better above anything else you can get even this far into the game, which is a little bit ridiculous. I should probably return to the medbay, but screw it, let's continue to make progress. Alright, so that was a handy dandy shortcut I thankfully unlocked. Imagine if I hadn't head down this way, I'd probably have a longer way to trek if I died, and I'm probably gonna die in the future, most likely, given how much trouble I just had there. Let's see. Looks like only one way I can go, unless... Do I risk trying to drop down on there? That seems like something I might be able to drop down on, but... Okay, yeah, it's the only way I could possibly progress. I must have to do that. Oh, wait. I think this might be the boss. It looks awfully boss-like, that's for damn sure. So... I think this is my strongest energy weapon, the Volatile Spectre. Although Biomaster is pretty close. Let's stick with that for now. Alright, boss time. I think? Yeah, okay. Whoa! That was quick to attack. Okay, so it's got crane arms. It's gonna... Oh, no. It did sweep across, but it has lasers as well. Wow, there was a lot of stuff going on. I feel like lock-on is a good thing to avoid using because it doesn't focus on a helpful spot for actually seeing what the enemy's gonna do. Oh wow, that did a lot of damage to its HP bar. I might actually quit out or kill myself before I actually beating this guy if I can't manage to figure out what the special kill condition is, because I really do want the V2 weapons of bosses now, even though I initially said that I wouldn't be doing that. Yeah, what is with this boss? Why is it so easy? Like, granted, again, I have double HP, so I have a lot more ever room, but still, look at that, it's nearly dead. And all I've done is sprint attacks so far. Is this like just the first phase, or how does this work? Yeah, you know what, to be safe, I'm just gonna pause it here and just quickly Google the special kill condition. Okay, yeah, that's simple enough. There is a second phase, and in that phase, I can't kill these arms. Does killing them in the first phase count? I'm assuming not. I'm assuming it gets additional arms, yeah. These claws aren't exactly what I would call welding arms. Yep, okay. That was way too easy otherwise. This is cool though, it's like fighting, it's kind of like a Shadow of the Colossus boss as a stage sort of thing. Okay, so those would be the welding arms, so just, ignore them as much as possible. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out how to avoid it. You know what I should have done? I really should have banked my tech scrap, shouldn't I have? Well, hopefully I won't die on my way here. I'm trying to figure out how to avoid this jerk. This is gonna be tricky. Like, there were just attacks coming from so many sides. The question is, where is my tech scrap going to be? Is it going to be in the second phase arena, or are they going to pull a... What game was it that would, a Hollow Knight thing and actually put it outside of the boss arena so you can more easily recover it? Okay, they do. They put it right at the start. Good on them. So, the challenge of the first phase is going to be going through it without actually taking damage, which, I've already failed, so... Yeah, okay. I guess I gotta dodge and then go for the attack, so basically... And then sprinting, and yeah. I think my Biomaster sprinting attack actually did more damage. That might be due to the whole proficiency differential thing. Yeah, let's switch back to the Biomaster. Yeah, it's definitely better. So much for the Volatile Spectre coming in handy. Ooh, I forgot it did a double sweep. I shouldn't go for any follow-ups. I'm not gonna get them reliably. Alright, double slam. Triple slam, wow. That attack is far and easily no, far and away the easiest one to actually get off a counterattack on. The others have shorter windows. Doesn't help if there's that laser though. Oh, here is an instance where the drone laser would actually come in handy, just finishing off that last bit of its first phase HP. Oh well. So, oh no, I was gonna say I can just proceed at my leisure, but nope, electrified floor, that's actually pretty tricky. Okay, let's just rush in. Just gonna go for the attacks and see how it works. Alright. I'm actually doing pretty decent damage. Might be able to just heal through this. Maybe not. I'm not doing enough damage. There's gotta be like a spot here where I can safely stand and avoid getting hit. I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to be dodging this stuff, especially if I'm close enough to actually hurt it. I can't really see what it's doing. Maybe approach from the side and just stay in the corner here. Okay, now I managed to lock on. It's actually kind of helping. I actually like this fixed cam. Well, it's cinematic and all, but it's actually really awkward to control using a vastly different camera angle. It does allow me to see what it's doing though, so that's good. Okay, I did a decent amount to its HP, and the lock-on broke for some reason. Why did it break? Like, I didn't click it to break it, it just broke it automatically, and now I can't see what's going on. Thank you, game. Oh, I should have dodged. Okay, it missed me though. So it mostly just does slams, it looks like, which are easy enough to avoid as long as I don't get stunned by the welding arm after the fact. Maybe I should focus on sprinting attacks since those do a lot of burst damage. Or dashing attacks, it's hard to say. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have the health to attrition my way through this, unfortunately. If I could keep the lock on, that would give me a much easier time because I could always see what it's doing. But the game just seems to want to break it sometimes, so... I mean, I've got it to half, which is better than any of my previous attempts, so that's nice. Yeah, this boss design is kind of complete ass. Which is a shame because I really like the firebug. Oh well. At least that grab attack doesn't do much. Okay. If I had entered this phase with 2 more injections, I might have actually been able to do it this time. As it is, I just don't have the resources. But I think I'm decent enough now that, barring especially poor luck, I might be able to do it on the next attempt. The biggest wild card is the welding arms, because they just come in from off screen and do whatever the fuck they want. I didn't break any of those, did I? There's one there. Oh, I'm gonna get hit by this. Yep. I might have accidentally broken one of the welding arms. Again, it's really hard to tell what's going on if you don't have that zoomed out lock on, which seems very difficult to acquire or reacquire if you lose it, because the game seems to prefer to target the welding arms instead, which is not what I want to target.
Warren?
Yeah, this is more for attacking a single target, which is good because I don't want to inadvertently strike the welding arms and lose the special win condition. That's another reason why this one is bad, because it's something you can pretty easily accidentally lose, and that's not good. The other ones you can only lose by killing the boss. Well, the firebug one at least, you can only lose by killing the boss before actually maintaining the condition, which is easily enough avoided. My stamina regen is not high enough. Boy, am I missing that stamina regen bonus from the Gorgon set, but really, I don't think I would do nearly as well in this fight if I didn't have this huge store of HP, half of which is thanks to the Scarab set bonus. Alright, well, so much for arriving with full injections. I like that you can break off the crane bits though. I'm not sure what that accomplishes, since even if you don't, they don't seem to play a part in the second phase, but it looks cool. Alright, second phase. Yeah, let's try Firebug. Okay, good, I get the zoomed out view this time. God, it is so awkward to control though, so it's not exactly a fantastic solution to my issue here. Alright, decent damage. Yep, I want to move to this side. Yeah, I can actually tell what it's doing, so I know what I need to do to avoid taking damage, and that is fantastic. I do seem to still be striking one of the welding arms somehow. I'm not sure how that works. Well, maybe I'm just striking the main body multiple times, yeah. Okay, and then it broke the lock-on again. Why does it keep doing that? I have to just go through so much more trouble to reacquire that, and that is annoying as fuck. I'm trying to do the special combo since that does the most elemental damage, I think, but it's difficult. Yeah, it does like double. Yep, wrong corner, but I avoided it anyway. Thanks, iframes. Hopefully I haven't accidentally busted any of the welding arms. Okay, yeah, if you actually maintain the lock-on, which is not easy to do as I've gone over before, this fight is actually peanuts. At least once you understand the moveset. The issue I was having before, again, was just being unable to see what the dude was doing, thanks to the shitty camera if you're not locked on to the main portion. They really need to have the targeting prioritize the main body then. Because having it more often go after the welding arms means it's more difficult to acquire, means this fight is really difficult if you're going for the special condition, but yeah. Now it's peanuts. I still have 2 injections, so barring any catastrophic mistakes on my part, which is unlikely given its incredibly simple moveset, I have this in the bag. I didn't have enough stamina to do the full combo. And it should be dead pretty much right here. I'm assuming I haven't killed any welding arms. Oh yeah, Spitfire Rod V... What is with this camera angle? Big Sister 1 out of 3? Does that mean there are 2 more of these jerks I'm gonna have to fight? Oh, I hope not. I imagine the camera was supposed to zoom out in a specific way to show its death, but it kinda messed up, and yeah, it turns out killing the thing that you're fighting on, not exactly the best idea. Okay, I thought it was collapsing, but it's just giving me a way back. Okay, not exactly a fun boss fight. I kind of like the gimmick, but the quality of the design was definitely a bit lower than the Firebug. Alright, good thing I didn't bank that tech scrap, otherwise I wouldn't have acquired that trophy, so... New staff. Alright, high elemental damage, but high physical as well. Medium impact, medium attack speed, high energy gain, and high proficiency scaling. This, I think, is going to be my new weapon. It's just a straight up better version of the Biomaster, I think. Let's check out its moveset. It surely has some special moves, much like the Firebug did. So this is a basic horizontal combo. Yep, same. Ooh, pokey moveset. Maybe I should do this in a place where I don't have the ability to fall to my death. Such as, I don't know, right here? This seems safe enough. Alright, so that was the horizontal combo. Here's the vertical combo. Yep, nothing special about that. I didn't bother continuing it, so... Horizontal, horizontal, vertical. Nope, that didn't do anything special. Horizontal, vertical, vertical? Seems like it's only the Firebug so far that actually has special attacks. Like, you know, with the whole crazy flame stuff. Maybe I'll need to look up if there's a specific button combo I need to do. Let me just vertical, vertical, horizontal, yeah. So, it's still better stat-wise, and it looks cool, so I'm gonna use it, but no special moves it looks like, which is rather unfortunate. Alright. I guess I'll be making my way to the executive ward now, since that's my goal, and I'm guessing that this is where it's going. It's supposed to be up at the top of the facility, and that's where I'm heading, so... that's what I'm guessing. Service shaft to Creo 1, yep. I'm going somewhere important. I do love how the main way— Whoa! Good thing I halted there. Not that I have any choice but to fall down now, I'm assuming. Alright, so much for making it to the executive area. Time to descend into hell. Research and development. I don't think this is an area I've been in before. Well, maybe it has been. Again, the names aren't exactly evocative, as I've said many a time, so I don't really remember where I have and haven't been. Ugh. Still don't have security clearance.
Authorized personnel only beyond this point.
Hopefully the level and visual design here will be different than places I've been to before. At a first glance it seems like it, visually at least. That's an enemy I've seen before and it's flickering, but yeah. Actually, now that I think about it, it looks like a more well-conditioned version of the biolabs. Which would make sense. I'd imagine they'd have similar design to one another since they're both for research purposes. Okay, so it says the ops are this way, so I'm gonna want to make my way over to the medbay post-haste. So let's try out my new weapon on this dude. Okay, yeah, it's pretty effective. Oh, but yeah, as I was saying, I like how the bits that they use primarily for shortcuts and just gaining access to new areas in general are these, like, basically support areas. Like, places that are meant for easy conveyance or for, like, tinkering with the tech. Like, I just think that's a cool, conceited level design. And a good way to have shortcuts. Whoa! Talk about visually different.
Was Rome built in a day? We all know the answers to these questions. Why do people expect the rebuilding of the atmosphere to happen so quickly? After all, it took almost 2
I don't know why it's not subbing him there, and his voice is low enough that I can't quite hear him, so screw that. He's a douchebag anyway.
Every launch, Project Resolve evolves.
I gotta say, the design of this place is very Deus Ex-y. I suppose, though, that's just the general sci-fi tone. Yeah, this is cool. Alright, we got some sort of laboratory this way, but I gotta come from the other side. One thing that is a bit silly is these signs that point to ops, like just the ops locations in general seem really odd. Like I wouldn't expect one of those to be in an executive area like this, this looks like a place that civilians would tour is what I'm saying. And having a place like that be around here just doesn't make much sense, but it's a video game, it doesn't really matter. Hold on, is this where the, Wow, that illumination is shitty. I think that's the worst I've seen thus far. Is that what the, ops entrance is, or is it just somewhere around here? Because the signs were pointing this way.
We all know the answers to these questions.
I mean, presumably I could just vault over this. I don't know if I'd survive, but I'm not sure where else I'm supposed to go at the moment. I didn't miss a pathway, did I? Oh, yeah, stairs down here, whoops. No enemies so far. Yeah, this place visually is completely different than anything I've come across so far, simply because it's still in pretty good condition, still pristine. Well, that's nice. That's a nice little change in design. That leads to exit, I guess. Can't go there now, though.
It is a huge task, but together we can do it.
Alright, more stairs down that way.
A new Eden, a
Audio log off in that direction. Hold on, I want to make my way back up here. There was an item that looked like I could jump to that I want to get before I forget about it. It leads to some sort of labs. And here are some enemies with... Oh! This looks like it's going to be fun, so I'm assuming I'm going to have to get rid of that drone first if I want to hurt him. How the hell am I supposed to strike it though? Can I drag it over with my drone buddy? Okay, what? I was locked on to the drone, but it dragged him. That's kind of horseshit game. Am I just supposed to attack him when I get the chance and not focus on the drone? Cause... Okay, he still does take damage, just reduced, presumably. And it looks like I'm gonna be able to hit the drone reliably enough when it's down to the ground, even when targeting him. Good thing I had that health, otherwise I'd be dead there. God damn it, get back here, you coward. Okay, that wasn't so bad.
A utopia for all.
So that's presumably the way I need to go for progress, so let's check back here first. I'm curious. What's around? What can I explore? Here's the ops. Yeah, good thing I did that. Being without an ops center would not be easy, although presumably it would just start me at the start of this area.